Imagine, just for a moment, holding a coin in your hand that's worth $1 million. Not a stack of bills, not a winning lottery ticket, just a single, unassuming coin. It sounds like something out of a movie, right? But sometimes, reality is stranger than fiction. The idea that something so small, so ordinary, could be hiding a fortune is both thrilling and a little bit unbelievable. Yet, in the world of coins, it happens more often than you might think. Most people see coins as nothing more than spare change, something to toss in a jar, or maybe use for a quick coffee. But every now and then, the smallest things hide the biggest treasures. That handful of coins jingling in your pocket could contain a piece of history, a rare era, or a unique marking that transforms it from pocket change into a life-changing discovery. In the pawn business, you quickly learn that value isn't always obvious. Every day, people walk in with items they think are worthless, only to discover they're holding something extraordinary. It's a world where appearances can be deceiving and where knowledge is your greatest asset. A simple coin can carry a story that makes it priceless. Maybe it was minted during a historic year, or maybe it has a flaw that makes it one of a kind. Sometimes it's the journey of the coin itself, the hands it's passed through, the places it's traveled, that adds to its mystique and value. This is the story of a day that changed everything for me. A day when a coin walked in that was more than just metal and numbers. It was a day that reminded me why I love this business and why I always keep my eyes open for the unexpected. That day was a test of my knowledge, my nerve, and my ability to spot a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. When you're faced with something rare, you have to trust your instincts, but you also have to rely on years of experience and a little bit of luck. The stakes are high, and the pressure is real. If you think only ancient coins can be worth a fortune, think again. Some of the most valuable coins in the world were minted in recent decades. It's not always about age, it's about rarity, demand, and sometimes a fascinating story that captures collectors' imaginations. Modern treasures are out there. You just have to know what to look for. Whether it's a misprint, a limited edition, or a coin with a mysterious past, the next big find could be hiding in plain sight. The thrill is in the hunt, and the reward can be life-changing. So, let's go back to that morning. The morning when everything changed, and $1 million secret was waiting to be discovered. The day started like any other at the Gold and Silver pawn shop in Las Vegas. The city was already alive with energy, and as the sun crept over the strip, our doors opened to a flood of people from all walks of life. For us, it was just another morning. At least that's what I thought. Tourists wandered in, snapping photos and marveling at the oddities on our shelves. Locals came in with their treasures and trinkets, hoping to strike a deal, or maybe just pay the bills. My crew was scattered around the shop, each person handling their own little slice of chaos, Chumley cracking jokes, Corey keeping a sharp eye on the counter, and the rest of the team making sure everything ran smoothly. Meanwhile, I was tucked away in my office, buried under a mountain of paperwork. There's always something to sign, something to check, or some deal to review. It's not glamorous, but it's the backbone of the business. I barely noticed the noise from the shop floor until Corey buzzed me on the intercom. "Hey Dad, you need to come out here. There's a guy with something. You just need to see it." Corey's voice had a tone I didn't hear often, part curiosity, part urgency. He's seen just about everything, so when he calls me out, I know it's not for nothing. Corey doesn't get excited easily, so I knew this was different. He's usually the calm in the storm, the one who keeps things grounded when the shop gets hectic. If something had caught his attention, it was worth checking out. I left my paperwork behind and made my way out onto the main floor. The shop was buzzing with energy, people talking, deals being made, the usual hum of activity. I had no idea that I was about to walk into one of the most memorable moments of my career. The atmosphere felt electric, almost like everyone could sense something big was about to happen, even if they didn't know what it was yet. The usual rhythm of the shop was about to be interrupted in a way none of us expected, and it all started with a little black box. Sometimes, the smallest things can change everything. That morning, as I stared at that mysterious box, I had no idea just how much my day, and maybe even my life, was about to change. At the counter stood a man in a sharp suit holding a small black case like it was priceless. He placed it on the glass, undid the latches, and opened it. The shop lights hit something inside, sending sparkles everywhere. Inside was a large, platinum-like coin, rimmed and studded with diamonds. I'd never seen anything like it. Part art, part currency. "What is it?" I asked. "A one-of-a-kind commemorative coin," he replied. "Minted in Canada. Pure platinum, flawless diamonds." The coin was mesmerizing, but in my business, beauty isn't enough. Authenticity and value are everything. I knew this was going to be a challenge. My first instinct? This has to be fake. In my line of work, the better something looks, the more suspicious you get. The seller handed me paperwork, but documents can be faked too. I examined the coin. Flawless diamonds, heavy metal, perfect craftsmanship. Still, I wasn't risking a fortune without backup. My rule? If you don't know for sure, call an expert. I told the seller I'd need my coin and gem specialist to take a look. He agreed, confident in his item. I made the calls. The stage was set for a showdown. Was this $1 million deal or the best fake I'd ever seen? My gem expert, Mark, arrived with his toolkit. He's never been wrong about a diamond. Mark examined the coin in silence, using his microscope and lights. After a tense few minutes, he looked up. "These are exceptional diamonds. VVS1 clarity perfectly matched. The stones alone are worth a fortune." The seller smiled. First hurdle cleared, but Mark admitted the coin itself was outside his expertise. The materials were real, but the coin's true value depended on its rarity and history. Time to call in the coin expert. David, my trusted numismatist, arrived next. He'd heard rumors of this coin but never seen one. He confirmed it. Royal Canadian Mint 2007, pure platinum, only a handful ever made. David checked the paperwork, serial numbers, and mint marks. Everything matched. This isn't just a coin, Rick. It's a piece of modern history. The first $1 million coin ever made. The rarity and craftsmanship sent its value soaring. Auction estimate? Between $1.2 and $1.5 million, David said. The room went silent. For a single coin. The seller just smiled. He knew what he had. $1.5 million. That's not just a big gamble, it's betting the whole shop. To buy this coin, I'd have to tie up a massive amount of cash hoping for the right buyer. The risk was huge. If I couldn't sell it, my business could take a hit. But the reward? It would be the biggest deal in shop history. I looked at the seller. "What do you want for it?" The whole shop seemed to hold its breath. He named his price. $1 million, he said, his voice steady, eyes fixed on me across the counter. The number hung in the air, heavy and electric like a challenge. This wasn't just any coin. It was a diamond-studded rarity, the kind of piece that could make or break a year, maybe even a career. The shop felt smaller, the lights brighter, as if the world had narrowed to just the two of us and that glittering coin. Less than auction value, but still a massive risk for me. In this business, every deal is a gamble, and this one was the biggest I'd ever faced. I ran the numbers in my head, scribbling figures on a notepad, calculating not just the price, but the risk, the time, the uncertainty. What if the market dipped? What if I couldn't find a buyer? What if this coin, for all its sparkle, ended up gathering dust in my safe? I shook my head, trying to keep my nerves in check. "I can't do $1 million, I replied, my voice calm but my mind racing. Every negotiation is a dance, and I had to lead without showing my hand. I needed him to see my hesitation, to understand that I wasn't just playing hardball, I was protecting my future. I have to buy it, hold it, and find a buyer. That's the reality of the pawn business. It's not just about the purchase, it's about the waiting, the searching, the hoping. Every day that coin sat in my shop was another day my money was locked up, another day I couldn't use it for something else. The risk wasn't just in the price, it was in the time, the opportunity cost, the unknown. I need room for profit. That's the golden rule. If I paid top dollar, there'd be nothing left for me, no cushion, no safety net. I explained this, laying out the numbers, showing him the thin line between a good deal and a disaster. The margins in this business are razor thin, and one mistake can wipe out months of hard work. We went back and forth, haggling like it was a $50 ring, but with life-changing stakes. Each offer, each counter, was a test of willpower and nerve. The tension was thick, every word measured, every pause deliberate. We both knew what was at stake. This wasn't just a transaction, it was a battle of wits, a contest to see who would blink first. I explained my position. All my money would be tied up. If I go all in on this coin, I can't buy anything else. I can't take on new deals, can't cover unexpected expenses. It's a huge commitment, and if it goes wrong, I'm the one left holding the bag. I needed him to understand the risk wasn't just his. It was mine too. I need a bigger cushion. That's what I told him, and that's what I meant. In this business, you survive by giving yourself room to breathe, to maneuver, to recover if things go sideways. Without that margin, you're just one bad deal away from disaster. My final offer, $800,000. I said it firmly, sliding a handwritten note across the counter. It was a fair price, a strong offer, but it was also my limit. I couldn't go higher, not without risking everything. Cash. Right now. I opened the register, the bills crisp and real, the promise of certainty in a world full of maybes. There's something about cash on the table that changes the conversation. It's immediate, undeniable, impossible to ignore. He thought it over, weighing the certainty of cash against the hope of more. I could see the calculation in his eyes, the dreams of a bigger payday, the fear of walking away empty-handed. In that moment, time seemed to slow, the world shrinking to just the two of us and the decision hanging in the balance. Finally, he extended his hand. You've got a deal. We shook hands, sealing the agreement with a simple gesture that meant everything. My heart was pounding, adrenaline surging through me. I'd done it. I'd landed the deal of a lifetime. I'd just bought the $1 million diamond coin. The weight of it in my hand was more than just gold and gems. It was possibility, risk, and hope, all rolled into one. For a moment, I let myself feel the thrill of victory, the satisfaction of a hard-fought negotiation. Now, I had to hope I could sell it. The real work was just beginning. Would I find the right buyer? Would the market hold? In the world of high-stakes deals, every victory is just the start of the next challenge. The diamond coin became a legend in the shop, a reminder of the biggest risk I'd ever taken. Did I sell it? That's a story for another day, but it proved you never know what's going to walk through that door. Incredible value and history can hide in the most ordinary places. So next time you're cleaning out the attic, take a closer look. That old coin or watch might be more than just junk. Sometimes, the greatest treasures are the stories and memories behind them. And sometimes, they're worth $1 million.